What is going on, traders? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a good old backtesting session. We've had a bit of a tough month, very slow market conditions for me. So yeah, no better way to regain some confidence and some trust in the system than backtesting. Really good way, just to reset and improve the performance. So yeah, as always, we'll take it very simple. We'll look at the 4H breaking and closing. Then we want to see the 1H push back to key level or key structure. And then we want to see the rejection with wicks, engulfing candles, and patterns. Okay, so excuse the spelling or whatever. But if you guys are really confused by this because you don't watch me very often, don't worry about it. I will explain it all as we go. And yeah, please do like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get started. So we'll go on Euro USD, considering we just lost. And we'll get rid of that. And we'll just copy and paste this so that we can use it. We'll scroll back in time to a random spot to make sure we're not cheating. Need to click replay. And we'll get started. Where are we at? There we go. Okay. Let's get this text in here to refer to and let's start. So first of all, it's quite clear to see that we are trending down. We have actually broken below this previous level over here. Okay, so that's that first step, that 4H breaking and closing. So if we go to the 1H, we just want to see, where'd this text go? We just want to see, bit of a rejection. Let's see what happens here. This is a really interesting setup. So what's happened here is the 4H breaks out, comes below the previous lows over here. Then we see the 1H pushback, create this deep retest, and then we create this sort of double top structure. Okay, we got a nice wick rejection. So I'm going to enter short here. Definitely not a textbook setup, but it is there with this sort of double top structure, creating this bearish behavior with lower lows and lower highs. Okay, we got a very deep retest. We got the structure being bearish. Let's see what happens. Boom. That's pretty good. Okay, pretty good start. Obviously, it's not the perfect entry. But if we look at the 4H, we had the bearish structure with price breaking below. Let's just get rid of this to make it a bit clearer. So all we did was identify the 4H breaking below over here, below these key levels. Then we can see the 1H creates a very deep retest. And then we see this behavioral flip with a lower low, a lower high, and then that big weak rejection and momentum shift candle. Okay, so we got the 4H breaking and closing. We got the 1H pushing back to the key level, creating that bearish behavior. And then we see rejections with wicks and a little engulfing candle. Okay, so pretty good start. 3R. Okay, and that's the other thing I want to talk about. You don't have to have the perfect entry all the time. As long as you have a pretty safe stop and you identify that the overall structure is bearish and you're selling, you should be all right. The probability of you winning the trade is much greater. Okay, so let's get rid of this, reset, and go for the next trade. So we'll do a few trades. We'll just see how we go. Okay. So again, we can see here we've broken and closed below the previous low. So we'll flip back to the 1H to see if we get a retest. Ooh, this isn't looking bad. Wow. Okay. So instantly we can see the 1H pushes back. We get a very nice wick rejection and a nice engulfing candle. We got the 4H bearish structure. We got the 1H, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We got that bearish behavior. And now we have this bearish momentum shift. Okay, so everything's lining up. We got high probability. I'll put my stop above this high over here just because I don't think it's necessary to go that aggressive. So let's see what happens with this. Maybe we're at break even. I'm not sure. We'll have a look. So I move my stop to break even once I hit a 1-to-1. So stop loss 18 points. I don't think. Oh, would have been close, but probably not. Did we get stopped out? Yep. Okay, so we'll call it a loss. I still don't think anything wrong with that trade. It's just part of the process. You know, you can't win everything. Obviously, got to expect some losses. So if we look back to the 4-hour, you know, actually quite a very nice setup. Break below, lower low created, lower high. And we do see that push continue. Maybe if we went very aggressive, you know, something like this, we could have hit break even. But in the end, you know, it's not the end of the world. We're still up 2R. Let's move on to the next trade. Okay, so now we can see we got a potential reversal coming on here. We've broken above these previous levels. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, so we've created a new high over here. Break above this previous structure, creating that new high. Let's see if we push back. We are pushing back to this level. So let's see what happens here. Not quite creating the rejection. I don't quite love these weak rejections. The other thing is we're currently, you know, behaving bearishly. So we create a lower low. We expect price to continue bearish from here. Okay, so we need to see a double bottom to see this behavioral flip. Even then, though, we don't. Ooh, wow. This is interesting. Okay, so this is a very interesting trade. We do push back to this 4H structure, which is the previous high over here. Okay, then we, you know, have this little consolidation. We break below. At this stage, we are bearish behavior. Then we create a double bottom with some weak rejections pretty much on this key level. Okay, so it's important to remember, you know, I don't know why I just deleted that. It's important to remember these areas that I'm marking with these lines are areas, not lines. Okay, so it's not always going to be textbook. I do think there's a risk right now of this trade actually creating a double top and then continuing bearish. But I do really like these weak rejections down here. I think it shows enough evidence that, you know, we've created this momentum shift. We're going to enter short here. I'm going to put in quite a big buy stop because I don't want to get triggered in, you know, on some little movement. I want to see a nice big break above this structure. And we'll go for our 1-to-3. We have the bullish structure on the 4-hour, pushing up, creating this retest. Okay, let's see what happens. I'll still hold on just for now. Okay, I don't think it's worth entering this. Glad I put that stop quite high. But, you know, realistically, we're in a consolidation now. There's not really any way we can tell where price is going to go. If we miss out, we miss out. But I have a feeling. Yep. Oh, well. That's all right. Let's move on to the next trade. We got a reversal setup. Okay. No, we don't. Never mind. Okay. So we had price break below. Then we just broke straight back above. So let's see if we get a breakout of this big consolidation. Glad we didn't enter that. No breakout yet. There we go. Finally. Okay. And prices run away from us. Okay, so doesn't look like we'll get the retest. Let's just wait for the next setup. Ooh, okay, so here we got a potential reversal setup. We got a little double bottom being created. Price failing to make new lows. We got a couple of nice weak rejections. Then we get the break above the previous high. See, no real retest happening there. So we'll flip back to the 4 hour and see what's happening. Pretty messy. Wow. A ray of sun just hit me. So this is really messy structure we got going on here. I'm pretty tempted just to wait for something clear to show here because this is gross. Okay, here we go. So we've broken below this previous low, this previous structure over here with this 4H. Let's flip back to the 1 hour. See if we get this rejection. No retest. Okay. You know, sometimes this is going to happen. A lot of people get frustrated when they're breaking retest and they don't quite get the retest. They start taking breakouts, you know, but it's all about being able to follow a consistent process. You know, you don't have to win every trade. You just have to win your setups every now and then that are there. Little moves in the market. You just have to be able to identify them, jump on them, and then win them. Okay. I think we might have potential entry here. So we can see we create this low, then we break and close below this low. We got the next wick. Okay, so let's see if we get a little retest happening here. Ooh, okay. Wow. So we definitely have some news happening here. So I'm not going to jump in on this. Just going to wait and see what happens here. This is crazy markets right here. Okay, so we got a new break below this key level. Let's see. Hopefully we can get a retest here on the 1 hour. Okay, this is not looking bad. Okay, there we go. Simple. So we got the 4H bearish structure. We got the 1H pushing back to the key level. We got a little tweezer top, weak rejections. I think we can go pretty, not crazy aggressive. Let's go 13 point stop. And we'll just go for our 1 to 3. Okay. If you guys can hear some noise, a bit of a storm going on. Okay. No. Oh, damn. Okay. Might be a re-entry here. Just want to see what happens here. No. Okay. So, again, I don't think there's anything wrong with this trade. Obviously, it's a shame that price did this weird little move, but that's how it goes. We had the weak rejections. We had the bearish structure on the 4 hour, but you can just see we failed to break below and didn't quite work out. Okay, so we're still up, 1 hour after 3 trades, which ain't bad. Let's keep going. We'll go a few more trades, okay? So right now we got a little reversal potentially happening. We've broken above the previous lower high structure right over here. So we've broken above that. Let's flip back to the 1 hour. See if we get a retest. Okay, so again here, I don't quite see the bullish structure, behavior, pardon me. We create this little structure here, you know, realistically we've created a lower low and we can expect the price to continue down. So we need to see, or I need to see a double bottom to show this behavioral flip, because we formed this structure over here. Okay, do we wick? No. Oh, what a mess. Okay, unfortunate. That was a nice setup, but let's move on to the next. We got a new break above the key level. Let's just see what's happening here. Jeez, this is a messy, messy structure. Okay, next trade. I just want to get out of this. This is gross. Okay, nothing really going on here. I think if we look, you know, take a step back, we can see we're in a deep consolidation here. And realistically, I just want to see us break out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay, but we don't get a retest, which is fine. Let's wait for the next setup. Let's get rid of this. Very slow session. Not many trades. But yeah, a lot of people always say, you know, I do really well in backtesting, but then when it gets to live markets, my results do not resemble at all. And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is because when you're backtesting, you have the patience to just wait through any average setups and just wait for the right perfect setups. Whereas when you're live trading, you know, you can't just click through the bars and wait for the perfect setup. You literally have to be patient and sit through hours and not, you know, get fooled into taking trades that you shouldn't be taking. I think that's quite a big part of why backtesting is a lot easier than live trades, okay? But anyway, slow session. Let's see. We've created a new high. Let's see if we can create a retest and a continuation here. Ooh. So not quite seeing this momentum shift. Do we create a double bottom? Oh yeah. Okay, this looks pretty nice. Price pushing back to this key level. Not the deepest retest, so we'll have to account for that with this wick. I think this is fine. Not too concerned about this wick. You can still see we have quite a big engulfing candle. We'll just enter somewhere around here. Stop loss, quite safe, and we'll just go for our 1 to 3. So we see this momentum shift, double bottom. Let's see what happens. Boom. Too freaking easy. Okay. That's the thing. You just have to keep executing your system and the numbers will play out. Okay. So what we can see here, if we go back to the 4 hour, we can see price breaks and close above over here, above this previous higher high. Then we can see this 4H part of me wicks back down, and that's that, you know, these 2 wicks is that double bottom being created, and then we see that continuation. If we look at the entry, initially we push back, we don't quite get that momentum shift, not quite an engulfing candle. Then we push back for a double bottom, nice little tweezer bottom, weak rejections, and a nice big engulfing candle. Just enter above the close of that candle, and we push bullish. Okay, so that is up 4R after 4 trades. Okay, let's keep going. We'll do 1 or 2 more trades, and we'll just see how we go. We've again broken above previous high over here, and let's see. Okay, so this is a bit messy. Let's just see what happens here. Looks like we might be getting a reversal if price can break below this structure. No. Big consolidation. Let's just wait for a breakout. Come on. Wow. Very big consolidation. There we go. Okay, we got a break. Okay, let's flip to the 1 hour. Let's see if we can get a retest going here. Ooh, it's looking good. Nice. Okay, so we got the 4H breaking and closing below the previous lows. We got a nice 1H retest, pretty textbook setup, but I've learned these textbook setups never work. I don't know why, but when it's so perfect, it just never seems to work. We'll go a very safe stop, and we'll just go for a 1 to 3. The reason I'm going a safe stop is because with these box breakout strategies, you can see the level is obviously not extremely clear. There's a bit of range as to where this level is. So I just want to make sure I'm not, you know, getting greedy with this. I think because we've had such a big consolidation, price breaks out of here, it will likely keep going, you know, so I'm not concerned too much. Ooh, that is what I mean. Wow. Ooh, what a call. What a call. Okay, so yeah, like I just said, when you see these big consolidations, you know, obviously the level is not going to be clear versus the trade we took earlier where it's simply one previous high. Okay, so this is essentially the two different setups I take. One is just a break of a high or a low and a trend continuation. The other one is a box breakout, or I call it a last kiss. Okay, but you can see, you know, the level is not very clear, so you don't have to get greedy. You know, the structure is bearish. You don't have to have the perfect entry. But yeah, very lucky to stay in that. Great call to widen that stop. Like I predicted, when price breaks out of this massive consolidation, you know, after a retest and a rejection, it'll likely continue. Okay, but very happy with that. I think we'll end it there on a good note. Lots of learning in that session for me, and we ended up with 369 7R. Pretty good. Okay, so we're up 7R. You know, if you're risking 1% per trade, 7% in 5 trades. If you're risking 2%, 14% in 5 trades. Pretty damn good. Okay, so I'm very happy with that session. Very simple steps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to ask any questions, and please do like and subscribe. Thank you.